Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I thought I would do a makeup look on all of my go-to products, like on going out in the evening, what I would use when I'm going out, full coverage foundation, things like that. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So firstly, I will always use like a moisturiser or something, obviously to start off my skin. We'll go in with a primer as well sometimes, depending on what moisturiser I use. But for today, I'm going to be using the Revolution. This is the Hydration Boost. And this is just so, if you can see, it's so hydrating. It's just so, it's like a water, like, it's just so good. Anyway, right, so I'm going to take a tiny bit out, probably about that much. I have to do it on my nail because otherwise it'll get stuck under my nails. And then just put a little bit all over. I've got really dry skin all under here. Rub that all in with my fingers. So now for primer, I'm going to use the MUA Pro Base Moisturising Primer. Now I used this in my testing MUA makeup video and I literally fell in love with it. It was so nice. It smells like tea tree. Oh, it just smells so refreshing, and just it's literally, it's so cool on your skin. So yeah, I love it. So I just put a couple of pumps on my face. Probably need a bit more there. Like that. And then I normally take a brush and just buff this in. This one is just from Real Techniques. It's a sculpting brush. So I use a mixture of 2 different foundations. Every time I go out, this is my combo. I never change it, never ever. I was hooked onto the Revolution, what is it, Conceal and Define foundation for a while, but I just find this is just so much better for a night out for me. So they're both LA Girl. I use the Pro Coverage, which is the Pro Coverage HD High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation, and I mix that with the LA Girl Pro Matte HD High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. So them 2 together are a dream. My skin is, I'd say I do get, it's more sensitive to dry. It's not massively dry. I'd get dry patches, like I said, I have dry patches here. Yeah, I do get some dry patches, but it's not dry all the time. It is quite smooth, to be honest. So I don't like to use just a matte foundation. I prefer the way like a dewy finish looks. So I like to mix both, and then it makes like a demi matte. So I just put, and honestly, you do not need a lot because it literally goes so far. Tiny bit of this. So in the illuminating one, I use colour Nude Beige, and in the matte one, I use the colour Sand. I take my brush and just buff that in. Oh, look at that finish. A lot of the time I will use a beauty blender, but I really do like the result of a brush. I just think beauty blender does soak up a lot of the product. So I will use a brush. hair's getting in the way again. But yeah, I like to use a brush and then go in after with a beauty blender and just make sure like there's no like brush streaks or anything. Sorry if I keep looking down, it's because my mirror is here. Also, how good are my eyelashes looking? Yeah, my sister does my lash extensions and she's just so good, bless her. She's got like no confidence. She just thinks that she's not, but I'm like, literally, look at the result. You are very good at what you do. Bless her. She just doesn't, she just won't accept that she's good. So for concealer, I'm going to use the MUA Pro Base Full Coverage Concealer. Like, this is such a good concealer, and I mean their foundation is amazing as well. But yeah, their new Pro Base range is just out of this world. But I mean, I spoke about that all in my MUA video, so we don't need to speak about that now. So I just put sorry, I just put the concealer underneath my eyes, each side. Obviously we're not just going to do one side, are we? No, just brush that down. Don't like to put too much on because if it's quite thick, like, it goes everywhere and it's just too much. I then put a little bit down my nose and then on my forehead in like a little V shape, just like that. So I'm going to blend this in with my beauty blender. This is just a Real Techniques one. Oh, would have helped if I damped it, wouldn't it? Damped it? Is that a word? No, it would have helped if I dampened it. That's it, isn't it? Okay, anyway, yep, let's not listen. Quite stiff when you don't wetten it. I mean, obviously you can still use it this way, but I do prefer it when it's wet. Actually, I'll tell you when I prefer it. I prefer it when you've like dampened it and then like you use it the next day, because it's still got a bit of moisture in it but it's not too wet. Because I can't stand when you wet it and then it's like dripping wet, and like I just feel like I'm putting water on my face once I'm doing my makeup. So after concealer I will go in with contour, and I'm using the Pro Base. Oh, I didn't even tell you the shade I used. I used in the concealer 120. Yeah, so contour, I normally go in with the same. So if I use NARS, I'll use a NARS dark concealer for my contour. You get the point. I do that because I have OCD, really. I just like it to match, because obviously the base of my foundation, I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, yeah, I've just got OCD and I like to use the same one. Anyway, hey ho. In contour, I use the shade 180. So, just to obviously, it's not actually a contour, it's a concealer, but I use it in a dark shade to use it as contour. Yeah, I'm sure you get the point now. Right. Anyway, carrying on. I go in around my forehead. I really need to get some sort of headband to put my hair back. I really do. And then on my cheeks. To be honest, I probably could have done with a darker shade in this, because it is like a nice tone, but I feel like when I blend it out, it kind of blends into nothing almost. So I really like this for on my nose, because where it's like really thin applicator, it just, not too much product goes on. So I'm going to use my brush, the same one that I use for foundation, just to buff this in. I'm just like patting it, I'm not like moving it, because we don't want to move the product too much. to just pattern it so it melts into the skin. Contour is probably the only thing that I don't really have like a go-to thing. I don't know, just contour, if you've got the right shade, kind of any of them work the best. So yeah, I wouldn't say, like, I'd probably, whenever I go out, I kind of mix up my contours. And then for my nose, I'm just going to use like a smaller version of that brush and just blend it in. Itchy nose? Does anyone else have that problem? Oh my god, whenever I do my makeup, like, my nose runs. Anyone know why? I honestly cannot understand why it does it. It's literally, it's just the worst. My nose runs and I'm like constantly like to try and stop it. It's just awful, hate it. Now, for powder, my go-to is the RCMA translucent powder. They do a no colour powder too. I've never tried that one. I always use the translucent. I don't know what the difference actually is, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know, because translucent is no colour, so I don't know. But yeah, this is the best powder. It is so smoothing. And I'm sorry, it's like, what, £13 or something on Beauty Bay? It's just unreal. Right, I'm going to use the other side of my beauty blender. And then I always pour it into the lid, because that's the only thing about this powder, they don't have anywhere to pour it. So I pour it into the lid carefully. And then I just dab it on. So, like, obviously when I go out, I will always bake to keep my, like, makeup locked in place. But, like, just if I'm wearing makeup during the day or whatever, which is very rare, but if I do, I won't necessarily bake, because I just think it's just too much for, like, just in the day. And then I just put it on my forehead. And then, to cut that contour out, and then just dab it on my chin. I don't like too much powder either, because I don't want my face to go completely matte, so I just like dab whatever is on the excess. Yeah, dab whatever excess is on the brush sponge, and just like pat it all around. Now, like, this is the messy part. Like, you see, it's just because, look at my jumper, can you see that? I don't think you can. It's all up my arm and everything. Yeah, it is quite a messy powder, like I said, because there's no like proper lid to put it in. You sort of have to just tip it in this. Ugh. I'm literally covered. So you have to like twist, take the lid off. Yep, and we'll be here all day now. Right. Just get as much as you can, basically, that's what I do. And to cover everything else in the meantime, I'm going to start with my eyes, but first I'll have to start with my eyebrows so I can then carve them out and then like conceal. So I've got an undercoat for a base coat for my eyeshadow. Undercoat? Who do I think I am? Okay, right. I'm just going to buff this in. Just this bit up here. Oh, look at that, flawless. Okay, so for my eyebrows, please don't judge me on this, but I really need a new one. And it is, I don't even know what it is because it's NYX's eyebrow powder pencil. That's what I can make out of that. So it comes like that. You have obviously the pencil here, and then this is just like a little spoolie. So yeah, that's how much you can see how much I love it, because I really need a new one. But I just brush it over the arch of my brow first. Always start with the arch of my brow. And then I'll go down the towel. And I like to I mean my eyebrows are quite long, but I do like to make sure they're like in line with my eye like that. Because I don't like a short eyebrow, I really don't. And then I'm just using like a really light, gentle hand to do light strokes. I just like brush up. And then I will just brush the spoolie through. Really need my eyebrows doing, but I struggle because I can't really have wax because my skin is so sensitive. I literally come up in a rash and I get like spots all around my eyebrows, and it's horrible, and they're so bumpy and it's just horrible. So I think if I got them threaded, I think it'd be the exact same, because obviously it's the same amount of pressure that you're using to pull out, and just plucking them is so long and they just don't ever look good. I'm just going to do the same with the other one. But yeah, I really need to find like a sensitive wax, like one that really won't affect my skin, because like my sister, she does waxing, and she does do my eyebrows sometimes, which is how which is where I will normally get them done. I mean, I can do them myself as well, but it's just easier, like if I'm at my sister, she'll do them. But every single time they do flare up, and she's even used like a sensitive wax and it still doesn't help. Oh, this eyebrow always goes better than the other one. I just prefer like the look of a more natural brow. I don't like, I'm going off pomades because I just feel like, obviously you can still use it to make them look natural, but I just feel like it's too harsh. And I like how a pencil is just soft. I used to be like a perfectionist. I used to sit there and I'd be like with my eyebrows like making them look perfect so they both match, but I have grown to learn that they definitely will never ever match. Like, they're built differently, so they're not going to match. No eyebrow is the same. Now I'm going to wipe this off. Just go over my top with the rest of it. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that concealer that we used just to carve my eyebrows out. I just put a little bit on the lid. So I just blend in. This is my Zoeva 226 smudger. Because it's like a proper flat precision brush, you can get like right close to the eyebrow. So for eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the Revolution Pro. This is the Regeneration. So this is the Regeneration Trends Mischief Mattes palette. Oh, sorry, my light. There you go. So it's got so many good colours in it, and that's why like this is one of my favourite products, because it's just like just look at them colours. Oh. Bloody ring light. Look at all them colours, they just look unreal. So I'm just going to take this one, which is Haunted, and it's like a deep purple. I was going to say mauve, but I don't actually know if it's mauve. And then I'm just going to pat that just in my crease. So I'll just do one eye, because then if I don't like it, I'll just take that one eye off. But if I kind of know what I'm doing, then I'll just do both eyes. But I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing now, but for the convenience of the video, it'll be easier for you guys to have to, you know, stop whatever, you know what I mean. Right, and then I'm just going to take, not this brush, I'm going to take this colour here, which is Exclusive, so it's like that bright purple, and then I'm just going to do circular motions just to blend out that harsh line. So just go over the edge of that where we've just put that purple and just blend it out. Okay, so I'm literally just cutting out . I think I need a bit more. I'm going to just take a flat brush. This is just from Morphe, but I don't know what number it is. You see it? Yeah, I got it in a set, so, and for some reason Morphe doesn't say their numbers on the set brushes, so. Right, I think I'm going to go in with this blue, which is Crusade. This is such a nice colour, like, look at that. I'm sorry, but this palette is like, I don't actually know how much this palette is, but it's definitely under £10. It's in the drugstore. I'm sure it's under £10. So I'm just patting that on like that, and then I'll do the same on the other eye. Oh. Just go back in with that brush that you use for the purple and just diffuse that line between the purple and the blue, just so it's blended like nicely. Don't put too much product on the brush though, because if you do that, it will just be so difficult to blend and it will just be hard. You literally don't need to, you just need the excess that's on the brush really. If you feel like there's not enough, then just put a tiny little bit on, but don't put like a full amount on the brush. Do you remember, like, I remember a few years ago when I used to do eyeshadow, well, a few years ago, like 5 years ago, and I would literally do like block, I'd draw it so it would be perfect, and I would not blend that out. Oh, I remember them days. Bloody awful. But now I'm going to do my lower lash line. I don't like to go too crazy, because I think if you bring it all like down your face, I think it just looks stupid, in my opinion, on me, not on anyone else. Right. Where's that brush? There it is. So going back in with that purple brush, I'm just going to use the lighter shades actually. So I'm just going to run that along. Carrying on with my face, for bronzer I'm going to use the MAC Give Me Some, which I think everyone in the world has got. It's just like a really nice warm brown. Oh, I don't have my normal bronzer brush, I don't know where it is. I normally use the NYX face, I think it's, what one is it? 02 maybe? It's just like the face brush, like the powder brush, whatever. But I'm just going to use this Revolution one. This, it says limited edition on it, I've got it in a set. For like, you know at Christmas when they do all them sets. It's not a bad brush actually. Never used it before. Well, I don't think I have. I don't remember using it. So it just gives you that nice bronzed, like, but not too, like if you use if you use too much of a cool tone bronzer, it will just look grey and muddy. So if you're thinking, why have I just got like mud like looking up my cheek, it's because your bronzer that you're using is too cool toned. Cool toned is more of a contour. I'm going to take a smaller brush and just go down my nose. So, bronzer's done. For highlighter, I'm going to use, this is like the best highlighter in the world. I've got MAC Soft and Gentle, and I do like that one, but that is more, I find that's more subtle. But this one, oh my god, it just melts into the skin. It is so nice. It is literally like butter. Like, it really is. It's the Ofra Rodeo Drive. Just this one. It's a little bit dirty, sorry. Oh, but honestly, just look at that. It is so nice. It is literally the best. I feel like a goddess when I wear it. Definitely don't. Don't know why I said that. Right, and I just swirl it round. And then... oh, just look, man. It just blends in so nicely with the skin, and it just looks perfect. So good. Because I don't like too much of like, I hate when you just get like a line of highlight. I hate highlighters that do that. And I just prefer like more of a natural finishing looking highlighter. Because if you think about it, like a highlight of your cheekbone, when you turn your face, when you're not wearing makeup, it's just it's like a natural glow. It's not like a line of glitter. So you want it to look as natural as possible, and then it will look as good as it could be. Trust me. And then I just go over my foreheads. Yeah, because I've got two of them, haven't I? And then my nose, right inner corner, and my brow bone. Okay, so lastly, actually, it's not lastly, is it? Every single video I forget something, and I nearly did, but I didn't. It's second to last, because the last thing is the thing that I always forget. So, yeah, so I normally use MAC Strip Down, but my sister likes to go into my makeup drawers and take things every now and then, doesn't she? So she took that recently and I can't find it, so I'm going to have to stick with this one, but it is very, very good. It's another MUA product. It's the Intense Colour Lip Liner, and it's the one that I used in my MUA video. It's such a nice nude and it just goes on really nice, so I just thought, oh, as an alternative, I can use this one. See how easy that applies, like it's so smooth, and I can't use a lip liner when you just try and draw it on and it's like using a colouring pencil. Just can't do that. Then I'm going to go in all over. Right, for my lips, oh God, this is so exciting. I have got 2 of the new Revolution Sheer glosses. Now they've brought them out, they've got all the same shades, but they've got 4 different finishes. So they've got sheer, they've got matte, they've got, what else have they got? Oh, they've got like a, you know, the NYX butter gloss things, they've got them, and they've got an actual lipstick. But this is why, and I'm praying, I mean, I did test it out in the shop. I was in Superdrug and I saw them and I was like, oh my God, like I really hope that this, basically my favourite lip product ever in the world, and it always has been, it's by Revolution, and it's a lip gloss, but it was from one of their, I think I got it, not Christmas, last Christmas, the Christmas before, and it was in one of their sets, and it was like a pack of 3 lip glosses, and they were like different shades of nude. They were the best lip products I've ever used, and they weren't something that they sold separately. I've never ever seen them be sold separately. So I've literally run out now. Like was scraping the last bit out of my last pot, but it's literally still gone. So I was like, when I saw that they brought these out, I was like, oh my God, please have the glosses be like them ones, because obviously it's Revolution, so hopefully they have made them the same formula. I am praying this is going to be the same. So yeah, I got 2 shades. I got, oh, they're on the bottom. I got Glorified and I got Chauffeur. So I think I'm going to go for this one. This one's more of like a brownie colour. But yeah, honestly, let's open it. It's like a testing video. I'm so excited for this, you don't understand. But yeah, when I was in the shop, when I was like testing it on my hand, I was like, oh, I was like, it does feel soft. I think it is going to be like, because I hate lip glosses when they're like, you go like that, and they're all sticky. I can't stand it. But I'm really hoping that they're going to be, I think they're only £3 as well. Okay. So that is what the applicator looks like. Oh my God. Wow. I don't even know what that is, but that smells so good. Right, if you live near a Superdrug, which you must do because literally everyone lives near a Superdrug in the UK obviously, go to Superdrug and smell this. Oh my God, that is so good. Right, are we ready? Love that colour. That's another thing that I love about the ones before as well. They're like, you put them on but they've got a colour to the gloss. They're not like clear or like too sheer so you can't see them. And these seem to be looking the same. They are the same, guys. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, I found it, finally. I have found something that's like my favourite gloss. Honestly, £3 and it's the best thing in the world. I cannot tell you. It beats MAC lip glosses to a T. Like, I don't even like the lip glosses anymore because they're so sticky. This is just soft and it gives such a nice finish on your lips. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Definitely the best product in the world. Right, okay, so lastly, I've got my setting spray, which is the one that I always forget to use. I don't know why, I just don't think of it as a product. Even though it is, I just forget that it's there, and then I'm like, oh no, my setting spray. But I remembered it this time. Don't worry, I'm on the ball. So I'm just going to use the MAC Fix Plus, Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is in the Rose scent, I think. Yeah, Rose scent. This is just like the most hydrating, nice setting spray ever. So let's go. Okay guys, so this is the finished result. I really hope that you like the look. That lip gloss, honestly, I'm not going to keep going on about it, but you've really got to go and get one because it's just so good. That colour was glorified and I'm really happy with it. It's like such a perfect nude. And it's gone really well with that lip liner as well from MUA. And it's not on my teeth. So yeah, that is the finished look. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe and please give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, and let me know what products that I used was your favourite. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.